depends on what government is in charge. The government can obviously use whatever powers are available to suppress the people. And so I really think there's got to be a change of government in Britain. And you can't, we don't have another 4 years or whatever the next election is. It's too long. Something's got to be done. There's got to be a dissolution of Parliament and a new vote held. And really what matters is rallying the people of Britain, really getting the people of Britain to get the message out there, talk to your friends and family, and build a massive power base among the people. And like I said, you really got to appeal to the sort of average, the normal people that just want to go about their business, that they're sort of in a village somewhere, they're working, they just want to mind their own business. But you've got to point out to them that if we don't take action, they won't be able to mind their own business because other people are going to come and maraud them. There's genuine risk of rape and murder, and the destruction of the country, and dissolution of the entire way of life. And so, yes, in the normal course of business, if things were if you weren't under a massive attack, then people should go about their business and just live their lives. But unfortunately, if the fight comes to you, you don't have a choice. You have to fight. So you have to rally all of the people of Britain to fight for the future.
Let me ask
and
the people of Britain.
If this doesn't happen, there won't be a future.
Are you ready to fight for your future, Britain?
Fight for your future. Do it. Go.
Will we be gagged any longer, Britain?
Go. But you know what I mean, Tommy. You know what I mean. I mean, I talk to my friends in Britain, and they're like, yes, they live in a village here or there, or a town or city here or there, and they're like, well, it doesn't seem like it's really that much of a problem. I'm like, well, if you want to know what's going to happen to your town and village, just visit London, and you'll see that it's filled with crime. It often doesn't feel like Britain at all. And it's only a matter of time before that is what happens to your town or village. It starts in London, but it will spread to every town and village in the country, and no one will have any peace.
We're running out of time, people. We're running out of time. Elon, you've built rockets, you've built cars, you've built satellites, you've built AI. Things most of us couldn't dream of. It's fair to say you're a visionary. When you look at leaders in Europe and the UK today, do you think they share the same talent for future vision, or do you feel like they'll be left behind and out of touch?
Well, I think we've got to have a freer country, a freer. Europe in general has to be freer. It's stifled by bureaucracy. I think it's good that Britain left the EU because there's just too much bureaucracy in the EU. But frankly, instead of really going down a path of personal freedom and deregulation and getting rid of these stifling regulations, unfortunately, the British government has pretty much stayed on par with the EU, if not in some ways made the stifling regulation worse. If you have excess government regulation and oppression, you stifle the freedom of people to try new and great ideas. And Britain used to be a country that did amazing things, some of the boldest things on the entire planet. And that is possible in the future. But it can't be done if you've got this massive oppressive bureaucracy and a government that doesn't care about its people. And that has to change. There has to be profound change. And there's not much time left.
Elon, you've said before that civilization is fragile. We agree.
Yes.
It's precious. When you look at the West right now, every country in the West, with its wars, its divisions, its censorship, and its declining trust in institutions, none of us trust them at all. None of the public trust them.
For good reason.
Are you optimistic or pessimistic about where we are heading?
I think if the people of Britain take charge and actually ensure that there's a government that represents their interests and not a government that represents foreign interests, then I think Britain has a great future. And I think we can be optimistic. I think there's amazing things that are possible. If the technology that's coming is used in the right way, we can have an incredibly exciting future, one which is, sort of Star Trek made real. It's sort of like the exciting utopian sci-fi where we have spaceships and we've got robots and we've got incredible technologies that are really exciting. But we need to preserve civilization long enough for that to happen, and we need to go onward and upward, and we need to fight for such a future. Such a future is not inevitable. We have to fight for such a future.
I think that many British people had lost hope, but after today's scene, have you got hope again, Britain? Britain is awake. Thanks to you, Elon. Thanks to your input. Can we just ask?
Well, thanks to you, Tommy.
Thank you, brother. Can we ask, what do you see as the future of the UK and Europe in your vision? Where are we heading? What's the future like for us?
Well, I think there needs to be a future where the people take charge, where there's deregulation, a massive reduction in bureaucracy, and generally a new hope, where people look forward, wake up in the morning, look forward to the future. They're excited about what's going to happen next.
Well, a couple of takeaways. Elon chooses his words wisely, marauding, utopian. There is a good chance that there had questions planned specifically, and Elon was given time prior to think about these answers. He would, of course, have to choose his words wisely, because it would also affect his businesses, his share prices in Teslas. What does all this say to anyone who owns Tesla stock? It's like, oh God, what's he doing now? But if there's one thing I can take away from that, is he definitely believes what he is saying. He is in a position of authority, not authoritarian, but of authority, where he has been privy to the President of the United States and businesses, and he can see things coming. He's listened in on meetings. He controls X. He could probably use algorithms to see what people are talking about and where this will lead with his AI grok. So I believe he certainly believes what he's saying, and he's trying to prevent it rather than cause it. That is for sure. He's got lots of Easter eggs in there. There was a Star Wars Easter egg. I believe I believe in A New Hope, which was the title for Star Wars, which of course is a film based on a rebellion. His T-shirt of George Orwell, obviously he wrote 1984, which just, after watching Banksy's artwork be removed from the side of that building, it proves that freedom of speech is under attack. Of all the people to damage publicly Banksy artwork, it was the government that did it first. Quite easily, someone who doesn't like the UK could have got up to a Banksy's artwork and threw paint all over it, which no one has done. They've stolen the artwork, but they've never destroyed it. So there are a few questions. What has Elon Musk got to gain from this That's a good question. Elon Musk doesn't have a lot to gain from this, apart from, I would say, a lot of people in the UK that didn't use X might begin to use X. But that said, X hardly got mentioned. Did X get mentioned in that interview? All Tommy Robinson did was thank him for the opportunity for allowing free speech. He didn't say which platform to go to. So I just wished that the two women on Jeremy Vine earlier had allowed each other to talk, and the segment could have gone on longer, because I would have picked up the phone. I would have picked up the phone and I would have rang in and I would have said, Keir Starmer has created an argument over the flag, the Union Jack and the St George's Cross being hijacked by the far right to distract you from the fact that 1 million British and Muslim and lots of different people from all over the world turned up in London and just said, you're a prat and you're not doing your job properly. Please let me know as well in the comments below what you think.